Alright, do you think we're gonna see some Sigma on this, or do you think the nerf is really strong right now?
The nerf is pretty strong that most teams won't, but I mean, if they used to play him well in their scrims, I mean, that won't stop them. You know.
Interesting, we're seeing the Orisa Roadhog and Orisa, so they're going for a double shield, seems like.
Probably gonna try to give him to get as much cover to the McCree as they possibly can. I see Suavemente going through the other side, the right side, setting up kind of a bunker. They're setting up with bunker with not double shields. Outgoth gets a nice kill and inevitable.
Gets that McCree. Oh, he got res?
Gets the res off. Nice pull. Pharah raining in damage from above. This is, if they can focus on this first, they probably can. This is sad. Doomfist might be able to get the pick in this Mercy. It's almost one-sided at this point.
Ooh, Anna's in trouble. McCree's going for the flank.
Veswa, he's kind of popping off at this point. You think that Dedicated would have been able to take it, but Doomfist gets a kill on Lightwolf. This looks like it might just swap around. Doomfist really pumping in damage.
Yeah, and Goldia is just in a really good position with that Ana. High ground. Nobody notices the healing that's going on up there.
That was very well, almost like I was expecting Dedicated to take that, but they couldn't get it. Suavemente does have the point. 10% already. Jenks gets a kill on Goldia.
It's probably gonna get rest. Yeah, there it is.
Hog getting awfully low at this point. Nano goes on the Orisa. Suavemente. Kills coming out for Suavemente. It's looking like a team fight. Team 1.
Yeah. As soon as I saw the McCree get flanked by the other McCree from the Dedicated, just wasn't aware and just fell down. Yeah. And you could really predict the res on that, and then Mercy went down. It was just a mess.
Yeah. You have High Noon coming up from Inevitable. He has that, and coming up the Supercharger for Suavemente. However, on the Dedicated have 3 ults coming up.
If you're the Dedicated, what kind of plan would you think would be best suited for going in right now?
At this moment, High Ground is probably best just to take it, but they get a kill on Inevitable. This might open up for the High Noon. 3 kills coming out, that's huge. Both supports are down. Gets the kill in the main tank. Looks like they're going to try holding this as much as they can, but Hog can only do so much.
Yep. I was wondering why it took them so long to take out that Roadhog. Oh, they see the teabagging for Mercy?
Oh my goodness, you must... These teams probably know each other. A little good friendly competition, never heard anything.
Yeah, of course. I mean, sometimes you just need that, to make the statement to get things going in your favor, get the momentum.
Yeah, that extra drive. The Suavemente's building up some ults. They have 3 of them at this moment. They use Supercharger. Chirotico, he has his Pulse Bomb.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They kind of am. If Jace can land his Pulse Bomb, make it big, she misses. Unfortunately, good pull coming out from Jabori. Jenks gets a kill on Aaron. That's actually pretty big. If they can't res that, I don't think they'll be able to. Hog does get res, unfortunately. Luso might be in trouble. He is get killed.
Lightwolf is doing some crazy healing here. I mean, everyone's at critical this whole fight right here.
Yeah, Lightwolf's positioning is always pretty insane. Jenks gets a kill on the McCree, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to try going for a High Noon, gets the Mercy. Vespa just keeps tearing people up with this Doomfist.
Yeah, this Doomfist Roadhog combination is just seems overpowered right now. They're just hitting their shots. Execution is amazing.
Yeah, 2 very self-sustaining characters. You know, if Roadhog can heal and Doomfist can get shield, they both can get such, you know, they can get the picks they need without stepping too much out of their range. Except for Doomfist, I guess he does have to punch. Anyway. Anna tried going for a sleep. Didn't get anything. Jenks gets another kill on Inevitable. Good flanks coming up from Jenks. Gets hit by the Doomfist. Oh, Lightwolf goes down by Inevitable.
I noticed
big grab talk flux
targeting
coming out.
Jenks this whole time.
Yeah. Kills coming through with the dedicated. They might be able to take this. If they can focus down this Doomfist, that's priority number one. GRTgo does. Now they just have to focus down the Hog. They might be able to get this up to 99% as well. We'll see. They do take the point switch.
This is gonna be tough here. They can't lose a fight if they want to come out with the W on this.
Yeah, they kind of threw everything they had. JRTgo will have another pulse bomb probably by the end of this next fight, and Jexinx will as well.
I feel like they just need to be aggressive, and if Doomfist gets low, he has his ults, and that could guarantee a pick.
It really is,
and
yeah.
he's Ana boosted as well.
Nano boost Doomfist is insane. Gets a
Oh.
kill. He gets a double kill. Unfortunate.
That looks like it's
Yeah,
it.
dude.
I don't know.
It really is.
I was wrong last time we streamed, but I'm pretty sure about this one.
If Altigoth can touch the point with this Hammond, you know, which he can. He did get flashed. That's not going to stop him from contesting the point. They come with the Doomfist. Does get killed. And the monkey, but the whole Hog is there to stop him. I think this goes to Suavemente at this point. You can stall as much as you want, but they got the point.
I think that combination they had earlier really sealed the deal. They went in aggressive, and you could see the dedicated were ready for that fight, but they weren't really ready for the Ana boosted Doomfist. Everything.
Yeah.
He went in there, he did a lot of damage, and then he ulted. Someone finished off his first target, and then he got a second target, and it was already a 6v4.
Yeah, if you're the dedicated, you know, double shield works so well, but when they go Doomfist, like with say any Doomfist, that can punch through shield, so double shield isn't really going to do much, you know, against that. So
yeah, definitely.
looks like they're gonna go with the Ryan Hammond or Orisa Hammond. We'll see. And Suavemente going out with the Orisa Hog, Doomfist McCree. Same thing as the last map.
What are your thoughts on this Orisa Ham? Do you think that's smart?
Orisa Hammond is played a lot in ranked, or at least it was when I was playing. It is a good combo, but against a good Orisa Hog, it can be pretty dangerous. It's all if the Roadhog can land his hooks on the Hammond, right?
Well, I'm just like trying to figure out what they're trying to really count on with the Ham on this map.
Possibly diving backline, but with the Doomfist and the McCree combo, it's going to be a lot of crowd control, along with the Roadhog stuff. If I were them, I'd probably just switch to the Hog, but you know, maybe this their thing is they're trying to work a minefield, which is pretty darn good for, you know, zoning off a Doomfist that's trying to dive you. Oh, Jexinx gets hooked. There's really nothing you can do to stop that. That's why Orisa Hog is so powerful.
I think the team fight is already lost. I feel like they should just regroup.
It is. That's what trying to get the kill on the Hanzo.
Right, gotta give them a lot of credit. They won that fight, and they have almost all their ults too.
They do. Oh, Shadow Knight gets killed, and the high noon. Okay, that was long and held. McCree should have been able to move out of there. I think he got pulled. I could be wrong. Gets killed on the Hog. That's pretty big. Nanoboost of Doomfist. This is something to watch out for.
Oh my goodness, that Ham almost gets destroyed right there. Somehow stays alive.
Doomfist gets a 2k with that. And Vesua brings it back once again. Yeah, at this moment, you know, a Orisa Hog would have been much better. Just if you can have a Orisa Hog, if Mirror, if anything. Because if you had a Roadhog, you'd be able to hook the Doomfist more often. But I know Altigoth, I know he has his minefields, probably what he's setting it up for.
Man,
He is unfortunately
in the zone right now. It's seems like he can't be stopped.
Both Anas go down. Supercharger on Suavemente side goes down.
Oh, that flashbang.
Good kills coming out. Okay, that was well played. They had to use both tank ults, so that was probably something they didn't want to do, but I mean, it was up to 90%, so you have to make a choice.
I mean, when you're at 0%, you can't lose. You gotta invest everything to get on the board.
Yeah.
Like you said.
They will be coming out with the dedicated. They're gonna have McCree ult, and if they can build this Hanzo ult pretty quick, then they can probably go for a halt Dragons. You know, that always works. Oh, Altagoth might be in a little bit of trouble here. Yep, he gets focused down. That's good. Oh, I love seeing that. Old dragons. Old Hanzo made myself.
Oh, that hook.
Yeah,
That might turn the fight around.
pretty darn good at that. Gold D does get picked by JRT, but does get rezzed. They can focus this Doomfist. Doomfist goes down, but I mean,
Oh, this
they
hawk
traded their
things
mana for
around.
it. Nanoed Hog is one frightening thing.
And he's getting boosted by the Mercy. No wonder. It was too much for Orisa right there.
Stall characters coming up from the dedicated here. Suavemente, good flashbang has saved the Lucio. Good anti coming on the Hog. Orisa's trying to stall as long as she can. Mercy's there, she just used her Valk.
Ooh, nice try from...
Suavemente might be able to take this over. I almost thought that the dedicated were gonna be able to pull that one back, but Suavemente comes out with a clean 2-0 on that map.
Every time they look like the dedicated hand it, like they had things handed to them, like the W, the hook came, picks, Doomfist came, picks, just turned everything around. They were just playing top notch.
Yeah, Veswa here, he played out of his mind, honestly. You know, when you're a Lucio and you're jumping down, you see Doomfist charging his pit punch, you know, there's nothing really you can do except accept your fate.
Yeah, Veswa and Aaron, gotta give them a lot of credit. I feel like if they didn't execute, they would have lost so many team fights there. But every single time they came in clutch. It's
exactly.
insane.
Whew. Yeah, that was a pretty good map. You know, both teams, they really, like, for the first round they got 99-99, and then this one pretty much got 50-100, so...
It just seemed like every time the dedicated engaged, they would get a pick, and then they would go and invest by being aggressive, but then Suavemente would res, and then they would go with the hook, pull him behind Orisa's shield, you know, focus, ult, get another pick, and then the fight seemed like lost, to be honest.
Yeah, really. But no, good. Very good what res is coming out from Suavemente, I will say that much. Because, you know, honestly, the thing that saved him mostly was the reses that they got in those certain situations. A lot of the times the Mercy would go for the res on the Hog or the res on the Doomfist, and that was just the thing that brought the fight back around. But here we go in on to Volskaya. Second map, if Suavemente wins this, they will win the series. Yeah, it's a first to two, but all three maps will be played. Just at the end of the season, you can count the maps. It helps teams out a lot.
Yeah, I'll put in the description that there's other games being hosted on the, you know, on Twitch as well, on the KGL Twitch. So I'll make sure to put that in so you guys can follow the games that are not streamed here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is week 2 out of week 6, I believe. Week 6 will be when finals are played. Can't wait.
Do you think
this is just pretty...
the dedicated needs to make any switches, or you think it was just the map that was difficult for them?
It's more or less just the map, or just the comps that they have to play, because I believe every single one of them can play, you know, the different roles. Like, last week, we watched them come out, they were doing a lot of Orisa Hammond, but obviously Suavemente must have been preparing for that and was doing a lot of Orisa Hog, which is pretty much a counter to Orisa Hammond, pretty much only just a Hammond. So pretty much the dedicated are kind of going up against their playstyle. They want to play Orisa Hammond, but they can't, so what do? They have to adapt. So they should have been adapting, you know, all last week preparing for Suavemente, but we will see. Looks like Ace was just coming out for the dedicated. JR Midnight, I don't know if he was in the last match, I don't think he was. Yeah, it all could be maps as well. You know, they could not, you know, sometimes, you know, you just don't play them, or you just don't have time in the week, or, you know, other things come up so you can't. But I believe that they can turn it around.
There are just some maps that, like, the littlest mistake will just mess you up, especially with Ilios. I mean, you get hooked and you're in the well. I mean, that could be a team fight depending on who you hook. So
Like last week, so many hooks going on in that well. That was insane.
I
I don't
watched
even
that
want to
after you
revisit
left.
that.
I watched this too. I
Yeah,
wanted to see that. It was like hook, hook, hook.
there's so many. It's like, yeah, one got hooked and then the other one got pulled and the other one got hooked and then another pull. It was like, yeah. All you're missing is a boop. Yeah, just waiting for the go-ahead from the players, make sure everybody's good, and then we'll start it off. I'll be right back, though. Give me, like, I don't know, 2 minutes.
All right. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I'm gonna try to at least try to host one game a week, more if I can. But yeah, it's gonna be very exciting once we get to, down later to the playoffs and all that. But still, these games have been pretty competitive. It's nice to see all these, big plays from these teams. All right. So right now, CaptQuiggles is off right now, taking care of something. But in the meantime, check this out, guys. We're gonna go in Volskaya. This is a very, very fun map. It's one of these maps that everybody likes. Junkrat's pretty popular on attack. Dive is pretty effective. Even I see a lot of people use the Symmetra. They teleport on the left side, uh, to the left side of choke and teleport around. I've even seen some ballsy teams just like teleport above choke, and that can work too. It requires a lot of communication. Yeah, guys, I remember last time I was streaming, it was so fun. I liked all the maps that were being played.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back. I was just telling them that I've seen a lot of games on this map, and there's a lot of Symmetra teleport that could happen.
Oh yeah, especially when you run the Bastion Bunker, which they are. Oh, that's amazing. You either run that or you run like a Lucio to speed boost you around and rotate. At least that was back in Goats days. I kind of miss Goats just for watching.
I miss goats, but you're the first person besides me that says I'm not crazy for that. I don't know. I like goats. I don't know.
It was boring yet fun yet toxic. It had a lot of feels about it. So we go Suavemente. They're going with the same thing that they ran the last map, except they have a Hanzo instead of McCree. Good, big hook coming from Aaron. That's their win condition right there. They can't go for the res because the hook, she's way down here. Anna's going around the left side looking for a sleep. Doesn't get it.
Yeah, they need to engage right now. Be aggressive.
They broke that shield. Oh, they have low ground. This is actually looking... This could be very, very bad. They need to rotate high ground to hold that. Midnight gets hooked and focused down. This is looking kind of bad for the dedicated at this moment. They use immortality early, but I mean now Suavemente has the high ground. They can't win this.
Yeah, Sigma is way too far back to try to come back.
Yeah, the mistake there is dropping to low ground. I mean, it's either, if you dropped to low ground, they kind of shaved a little bit of time off, but they could have held that. Like if they knew that the enemy was going left, they could have rotated to the right and then held the right high ground, and then it would have been better. Just a few mistakes coming from the dedicated, but they can sharpen up.
So
right
now,
coming in with 2 ults though.
Yeah, I was about to say they have an Ana boost, but they have nothing for that. I don't know if they should engage.
At this, their best win condition is Nano Boost in the Hog. However, Aaron does go down, and so does Salaxe. Salaxe? I don't know how you pronounce the Ursa's name.
Yeah, if Suavemente doesn't get any picks right now, I think it's definitely a team fight loss. Or it looks like they're retreating actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, it looks like you know, they got a little bit of JRT he gets hooked, and Mercy's gonna get the res on the Ana.
Yeah, they're just trading at this point.
Yeah, that was sad right there. McCree tried to go for a late pick but got cooked. It always happens, you know, you get a little bit of greedy, but yeah, the nano boosted the hog. This is this is bad. Pushes the Orisa off.
It could be over here. They're set up and
Aaron
everything.
popping off and gets the hook on the Mercy. Gets hooked on Lightwolf. JRT trying to go high ground, but gets blown up by solo ulted by the Riptire.
Oh, this
Tracer
could be it.
touch point. So does Monkey, but they have too much damage coming up from Suavemente, and you know, Monkey can only last so long. Lucy's gonna try stalling. If he has 60% to his ult, he can't hope. Lightwolf's trying to stall as long as he can. Mercy goes for the res and gets Goldia back up into the fight.
Tracer doing
Winston
a good
coming
job
in.
stalling. Somehow staying
Winston's
alive.
inside of a trap. He's gonna get focused down so hard. Like at this moment, I think Hammond might be
got a
better for
pick?
stalling than Winston, but gets 2 picks.
It's
Midnight.
possible. It's possible they could hold us.
JRT killing the Aaron. They didn't get this Orisa and not C9. If they C9 in is something they just can't do. Orisa's so low.
Somehow they
get
made it
focused down.
happen. One pick.
That was
Oh
an
my goodness.
amazing hold from the dedicated. So they're running half dive here. Okay, yeah, good. Jabari switches back to the
Man,
rest.
you have to give a lot of credit to Jex and Lightwolf. They were keeping that point up alive for so long, giving the team to
Yeah, I
come
know.
back and gave Midnight the opportunity to get that one pick, and things started rolling from there. It's very nice.
Yeah, thanks for that team fight. Shadow Knight does have his beat drop. However, at the same time, Selexe, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, does almost have a supercharger, which they can't combo with Dragons at this moment. Jinxing getting a kill on Goldia. It can be res, but will they? No, Mercy goes down. There's another fight one for dedicated. Oh, good play. Yeah, it seems Doomfist is just a little overpowered not to use him at this point.
I mean, he's like part of the meta right now, so.
Yeah. Alts on both sides. This is Suavemente, they are charging everything that they have.
They could just push in with Dragon and a boost Hog. Hog can ult. I mean, they even could get the charger from Orisa. If they just
They could.
coordinate, there it is.
Yeah. Hook comes out. They get trading tanks on both sides. If they can focus down Aaron, I think they can. Goldia gets a kill on JRT, who's trying to dive the backline. Mercy goes for a res, but gets shot. Down to main support. This is not looking good for Suavemente.
And it's really close right now. They're trading, but the rest from Lightwolf putting the odds on the favor of dedicated, and they hold it.
Good switch to Widow. I didn't see that. Last I saw he was on Hanzo, but... Okay, so we have some switches. Instead of the Doomfist, Vespa is going on McCree.
Oh, I don't know about this. Look at Midnight. He's like far out there. They haven't noticed him yet. Oh, and he gets to pick a McCree. Nice.
That was huge flanking coming out from dedicated. You see, they're just making so much space for the Widow to do the work.
Oh man.
Yeah, Midnight is getting a little... Yeah, no, back up, man. Don't overstay your welcome.
He has his ult, so I think he's feeling pretty confident back there. He's still back there.
I think they know. I'm pretty sure they know, and they're probably gonna come for him.
What do you think about this?
he's
Do you
burning.
think this is worth it, flanking this much?
In one way, yes, because he's burning time off the clock, which is everything that they need to be doing. He is behind him, so the supports have to move in front of the tanks, in a way. Leaves it open for Widow to maybe get a pick, which she does. This is huge. Mercy cannot res anybody at this point. And Hog is still behind with his ult.
They have to ignore him because it's either go after the Hog or get on point, you know?
Yeah. Both whole hogs coming out from both sides. Supercharger is down for Suavemente. Dedicated are a little scattered at this point. And Suavemente almost has control of the point at this point. Okay, so yeah, probably just a little bit of misplay coming from dedicated, but Suavemente, they really took advantage of the situation that the hog was behind. Even though they were down their mercy, they still pushed that. You know, because they were saving up so many ults at that point.
Yeah, I gotta give him a lot of credit.
Mm-hmm.
I have to definitely mention that the flanking was working with Midnight. I just thought he was way out of position, but he was getting those hooks, and he had the IQ to know that the time was winding down. So when he was being aggressive, he knew they weren't gonna go after him for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as he played safe, just so that they wouldn't go after him, then he could stay in the back line. He got the hook on the hog. I think he was going for the Ana, and if he got the hook on the Ana, that probably would have been, the win. But when you see somebody, you just hook them. I mean, right?
Yeah. I saw he was targeting McCree a lot, and he was trying to get Hanzo, but Hanzo just knows the distance not to get hooked.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, they got it down to 0, overtime. So we will see. So it looks like it's dedicated. Coming, is that a Pharah that I see? No, it's a Tracer. So Tracer Widow. They try to go for like a half dive. I mean, going dive against Suavemente is not something that I would want to do, but dive is probably something more that dedicated. They do more. So.
Do you think it's smart to go in there with the Ryan Ham? Oh, they're still going Ham Zarya now.
Ham and Zarya, Tracer Widow. This is interesting. If they're going to be trying to charge, grab, and pulse bomb, the old combo. Sleep comes out in the Ham and Hog is going around for the hook. Probably won't be able to. Suavemente are holding straight on point. Oh, that Tracer's lucky. Widow has sight lines over the entire battlefield. Oh, Hanzo's going aggressive on her.
Oh, smart.
Shadow Knight gets a kill on Veswa. Will he be able to get a res?
I think
Res
it's
can't
possible,
come out from
but
dedicated at this point, but oh, Jin gets moved away from the res. This is kind of 50-50. This could go either way right now. Aaron is antied and low. He could get focused down as long as they communicate it. No, he gets the healing juice. That's not gonna work. Widow's coming around, has sight lines, can't get any picks. Yeah, at this moment I would probably switch off. I mean, if they're gonna charge mines, that's probably what they're looking for. Widow gets hooked, but does get bubbled.
So when Midnight gets the grab, what do you think they're counting on? You think they're counting on that Ham combination?
Yeah, I think that first they're counting, it's either Hammond or they're going to go with Hanzo. Because at first they're going Tracer, Zarya. They're probably going to do the old school pulse bomb grab. But at this point,
they were investing heavily to take out that Ham. They used Ana boost and the Roadhog ult. Do you think that was overkill just to kill the Ham?
I mean, I think it was overkill because that's not going to stop the team push. If that was to focus down to Zarya or the Widow or something, because I don't think Hammond was doing too much at that point. Maybe they're just doing it so they wouldn't charge mines. Oh, Riss is getting low. JRT takes. I'm just going to stop pronouncing that name. Takes out Arissa. A bit of battle going on. Oh, grab goes on side of the point. Widow, he's free sight lines on that Mercy.
Oh, they're not able to get a pick. Okay, now they got one. They got Mercy.
Aaron. Goldie is gonna get focused down by the Zarya. Good focusing coming down. That was a good grab, very tactical.
Yeah, Goldia doing a good job doing the nade, but can't hold the point by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So you do have the defensive Sombra on Suavemente's side, which is pretty much, you can use it in the EMP to take on an entire minefield, so that's entirely worth it. That's probably what they're trying to go for.
I don't know how they're going to get through this. They got McCree in the far back, and they have no shield. I mean, what do you think their game plan is?
At this point, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Minefield coming out from dedicated, and Dragon's coming out. Gets it. Two kills coming out, 3 kills coming out from Hanzo. That's five enemies dead. They focus on the Arista. They have this point.
Oh, and Midnight is 100%. Very close.
They know Sombra's around here. It's only a matter of time before they focus him down. Dive here. Stealth characters coming out from Suavemente's side. He comes out a little preemptively from the dedicated at this point. but oh, they anticipated the nano
that was a
boost to
clutch grab. This
Doomfist.
could be it.
They need to focus the Doomfist. They need to focus Doomfist down hard.
Oh, the Anaboost just keeping him alive. Oh, I think this could be a team loss fight.
Yeah, I mean, they got it pretty much to, like, what is that, 80%? Oh, Lucy's still on the point. Probably trying to get as much charge as possibly can.
I swear, whatever Vespa wants to do, I mean, it gets done. He's just going in there, getting picked.
Yeah, he puts his mind to it. The job will get done. Without a doubt.
I just expect him to get punished, but somehow, you know, making sure he gets the picks with the first attack. Going in there with the fist.
So we have Jackson switching off the Widow and going McCree, which is something that I would do so you can focus down the Somber and the Doomfist, because, you know, when you're getting doped, oh, EMP is going to come out. EMP comes out from Inevitable getting focused down by Jackson's. 2 kills coming out, 3 kills coming out from Suavemente. Looks like this is going to be a team fight loss.
And Vespa still has his Doomfist ult. I thought he was going to use it, but staying very smart, keeping it for the next fight.
It looks like they're juggling their ults pretty darn well. Suavemente are.
Yeah, Suavemente, I don't think I've seen them. Like, I look at their ults and none of them have ults. I just don't see that. Always one of them or 2 of them have ults. They're just really managing it well.
Yeah, they know exactly what they need to invest. JR Tico does have his dragons. This could bring it around. Zoning ult, the dragons coming out. Doesn't get anything. Aaron does get a kill on Jabari with the minefield. Nanobus coming out on Doomfist once again. JR Tico getting focused down. Jackson is in the back. He gets 2 kills. Is it worth it though at this point? Gets 3 kills. I mean, if Dedicate can move in on this, but they're too far behind, that would have been a perfect play if the team was coming back.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe he was just trying to get his, like, he knew he was going to die, so might as well get some ult charge, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, he's already up to 90%. I mean, but the Dedicate are going in with half their team gone. They're probably just trying to gain ults, but I mean, they're going against Suavemente, especially going against Vespa's Doomfist, you know, just so you can get focused down.
Oh, they're going to come out very strong. Orisa has their ult. Oh, it came out?
That was a good beat drop. Alexic... This focus fire coming out from Suavemente is pretty insane.
Suavemente is XL. Do you see that positioning for his ult? I mean, even if the shield went down, his ult was still gonna keep going regardless. Very smart.
Yeah. Yeah, this is coming out for the wire right now for the Dedicated. If they lose this, they do lose the series. So, you know, that's weighing on their minds.
Beltran in the chat, the Suavemente is up by 1 right now. So it's best 2 out of 3.
Nano boosted McCree, that's everybody hit. I don't know if they touched the point. Grab comes out for the Dedicated side. They can't. They focused on the.
Oh.
They weren't able to focus down the Lucio. JR2 coming out with 2 kills, but it's not enough. And Suavemente do take the map and the series.
I mean, they're managing the ults so well for every team fight. I mean, they were just prepared, more prepared than the Dedicated. Unfortunately for them.
That was. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That was just some amazing plays coming out. I mean, from both teams. But just the ult management coming out from Suavemente was pretty insane.
Seemed like Goldia always had her Ana boost every time.
Yeah.
The healing was unreal.
Yeah, that was a pleasure to watch. You know, pretty much, you know, your job as Ana, you always, at least when I'm playing, I go, who am I gonna nano boost? But they already know exactly who they're gonna nano boost. They predetermined. Looks like Dedicated left. I don't know if they know that they play 3 maps, because each map is important.
Yeah, I was about to
So-
say that.
They're done. They don't want to play the third.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes on the standings. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, for right now, Suavemente does take it 2-0.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Put Captain Quiggles link so you guys can check him out in the KGL stream as well. And hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
You got in the stream.
I'm about to right now.
Oh.
Cough, cough.